Hey guys, it's Jeff Quiane. I'm excited to be with you today to go over expert knowledge, processes, and procedures. And it starts with the pre-approach. Part of that pre-approach process is to spend some time to get to know your competition. Okay, so here I want to give you a couple tips, just 3 simple ways for you to do a competitor analysis. The first and easiest thing to do is to search out your competitor. The second thing that is to sign up for their newsletter. Now the third thing is that you engage with their ads. So there's 3 ways to help you nail the competitor analysis. So the next step in the salesperson's procedures is prospecting, the lifeblood of selling. And what really is a prospect? It's a qualified person in an authority and a favorable mood who has a need or want that can be satisfied by what the salesperson's product or service is doing and has the financial capability to also make the purchase. Think about as you're communicating with prospects, the language patterns that we use should be those that help us identify, A, is the person in a position of authority? Can they even say yes? Are they in a favorable mood to hear what I have to say? Do they have a need or want that can be solved by my product or service? And can they afford whatever the cost is of that product or service? If the questions that are part of your script, if the questions that are part of your qualifying process don't target the answers to those, then you should revisit what exactly you're asking. So when it comes to prospecting, where do you get prospects from? We've created an exhaustive list here, but there are a lot of places today to get prospects, starting from Craigslist and going all the way down to the present clients that you have. I would say that if you're wanting to make the biggest impact in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of money, so the best way to prospect as far as making the most amount of contacts is going to be over the phone. There's other ways that you can do it, but calling on the phone is going to allow you the opportunity to connect with as many people as possible within the shortest amount of time and without providing a whole lot of obstacles. What you really need is somebody to call in a phone, right? And the purpose of prospecting over the phone is going to be to get you in a position where you can meet face to face. But it would start with calling on the phone. That would lead to setting an appointment to meet in person. That would be followed by sending a thank you note, whether it's a magazine that you were on the cover of, a book, anything that positions you as the authority in your market. I would accompany along with that thank you note, and then sending them an email, right, online, confirming the time that you have set to meet, providing some additional information like any videos that you have that highlight your value or what you have done forever or for other people, any testimonials that you have. Those are all things that would be part of that process, but it starts with prospecting on the phone. There are some key practices that will allow you to have immediate success on the phone. And you can see those listed here on the right side, 1 to 7, and it starts with being warm, friendly, and natural. If you're not warm, friendly, and natural, what you have to say isn't going to go very far. You're not going to be able to penetrate to people on an emotional level and break through and get your message heard. Always be polite and courteous. There's no reason to get into an argument with anybody on the phone. Moderate your pace. It's not uncommon that in the beginning you will probably talk faster than you should. It seems like a lot of information in the beginning that you're trying to get out. It feels like you need to talk fast. A lot of the times you're just kind of running through it with your eyes closed. So understand that that's normal, but learn to moderate your pace always expect no in a large percent of your calls. It's a numbers game when you're prospecting by the phone, just like it is anything else. Consider if you were door knocking, for instance, how many people would you actually be able to talk to in an hour versus how many you might be able to talk to over the phone. Each have their own merits and their own unique aspects, advantages, disadvantages, but there's no argument that using the phone to your advantage will provide more opportunities for you and do so in an easy, affordable way. So force yourself, knowing that it's a numbers game, to make a certain amount of calls every day. You need to set a goal if you're going to be successful prospecting by the phone based around how many dials that you're going to make a day. There's no other way around it. And I'm just going to tell you that 30, 40, 50 dials is rarely going to be enough for you to have any kind of success. All that's going to result in a fraction of that as far as actual conversations, and a fraction of those actual conversations will be opportunities. And so don't forget to think of the end result, which is the income that results from sales. And over time, as you start to keep track of your key metrics, we can actually break down how much each call, how much each conversation is worth to you, whether they say yes or they say no. If you're thinking about the value that you're able to provide, it should be easy to smile. And so smile is the last thing on the list. Find a way to enjoy it. I can tell you that prospecting on the phone is the easiest, most difficult thing that you will probably do when it comes to sales, but it makes the most immediate impact and can have the biggest impact on the growth of your business. So find a way to have a good time doing it. I know being prepared helps. I know having the right expectation helps. Thinking about the end result helps. And all that should give me a better chance at smiling on the phone. And so there are some things that you can do to be more successful.